You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like freedom.
Happy Friday, you two little lovebirds, yo.
You too.
It's Friday.
Thank you very much. It is Friday. Who's blowing out the birthday candles today? O.J. Simpson is 74.
Nice.
Combing the country looking for the killer.
I saw
Don't
him.
let him cut the cake.
You saw Orenthal Jones?
I saw him just recently when I watched Naked Gun. He was so
Were
funny
great
in that.
movies.
Those
I
were
love
fantastic
when he goes to
movies,
kick the door
yeah.
and he kicks his foot through the door.
Yeah, those were great movies, and it's unfortunate that, that things turned out the way they
They
did.
reach in and open the door. It was funny.
And this guy's been in every movie ever made since, I think, the late 80s. Tom Hanks is 65 today.
Yeah.
65.
Who's going to play Tom Hanks in the movie about Tom Hanks?
What a great question.
I bet it'll be Colin Hanks.
Who's Colin Hanks?
It's his son.
Kid.
Do you know who Jim Hanks is?
No.
That's his brother who looks just like him and sounds exactly like him.
Wow.
He's the voice of a lot of characters that people think are Tom Hanks.
Anyway, what else is going on today?
Sorry.
Good
John just
Lord.
takes us off.
I don't know why you always bring it up.
I can't wait till science gets your brain and they all go, hazmat suits!
Now I got to Google Jim Hanks and make sure I'm right.
And where is she now? Courtney Love is 57.
Okay.
Fascinating life. Number one, Courtney Love, real last name Harrison.
Okay.
Did you know this? Her parentage is kind of fascinating. Her dad, Hank Harrison, he was the original manager for the Grateful Dead.
Oh, really?
Yes, and her mother was a psychotherapist. So put those two together.
Right.
And you get Courtney. Of course, she had a daughter with her then husband, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frances Bean. This is fascinating. Frances Bean has a godmother who adores her.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh, nice.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
Not at all. No.
So, yeah, Courtney is 57. Of course, she's an actress, songwriter, had her own band, was married to Kurt Cobain. But estimated net worth these days about $180 million. So she's doing
She's just
okie
fine.
dokie artichoke. What's going on in the world of history? I'm so glad you asked. It was this day, 1955. Bill Haley and the Comets. Rock Around the Clock tops the Billboard charts.
That was a great song.
One of the best-selling singles of all time. And it really kind of made rock and roll legitimate.
Yeah, it was a
It
great
really
song.
kind of did. In fact, at that point, Bill Haley was affectionately known as the father of rock and roll.
Nice.
It was 1963, and I only bring this up, and I don't expect you guys to relate to it even a little bit, but I was there growing up in Minneapolis. Crusher Lasowski beats Vern Gagne in Minneapolis
Yeah.
to win the NWA Championship in All-Star Wrestling, coming to you live from the Calhoun Beach Manor outside of downtown Minneapolis.
Were you there?
No, but we watched it on TV, me and my brother Oogie, in beautiful black and white. Now, Crusher, he'd actually, and these were our role models growing up.
Yeah.
This was the early days of wrestling. Crusher Lasowski, just call him Crusher. He would step into the ring with a cigar
Yeah.
and a keg of beer on his shoulder.
Oh, fun.
I'm not making that up.
So wait a minute. You saying he's from Wisconsin then? Is that what you're trying to say?
Crusher Lasowski. I think he was a local boy, not to
Lasowski.
be confused with Killer Kowalski.
Oh, two different guys.
Was also a big time wrestler from that same era. So
He'd come in instead of the cigar and the keg, he would come in with a cigarette and
these guys were roughnecks, man. They were the real deal. The real deal. And it was 2018. Boy, oh boy, what an announcement. What a big deal. Coffee company Starbucks announces it will stop using plastic straws by the year 2020.
That's fantastic.
Reducing the use of more than 1 billion straws a year. So there you go. Planet
I don't
saved.
need any. I don't
Thanks,
need any
Starbucks.
straws. Thanks, guys.
There you go. And that's what we do. That's what we do. I know now. You know. We all know, and we can just forge ahead here.
We're going to do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. Smells like freedom.
I'm Nick from PureCannACompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannACompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCana, PureCannACompany.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for stuff Dan finds interesting. Mr. Farris, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
You know, you and I were talking just the other day about this.
Tom Hanks' brother Jim?
Well, no, you and I never want to hear about Tom Hanks' brother, sister, dog, nothing ever from you ever again.
He brought that up earlier.
Ever.
And then I had 7 minutes.
You were talking about some crazy incident a few days ago on John and Heidi Show about something that happened at a McDonald's. There was some skirmish about something.
Always something.
Several.
And that's why I bring it up. It's interesting because then the other day I found this story 2 days ago out of Texas. 2 young punks drew guns
Yeah, it's nuts.
on a McDonald's manager over the amount of salt on their French fries.
Yeah.
Guys, calm down, man.
And this just happened out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. This woman steals a truck. It gets phoned in. Officers go into pursuit, pull her over. 2 officers around the vehicle. She backs up, hits a squad car, takes off again, drags one of the officers, hits another. This chase goes on through the city, down Main Street and everything else. And all of a sudden, she just pulls into a McDonald's drive-thru to get some food.
What?
And that's where the chase ends. This 38-year-old woman. And so this has been going on for years, almost ever since. Like, it's never a Burger King. It's never a Taco
never
Bell.
Wendy's.
It's always
Always
McDonald's.
Yeah. There's been some bizarre stuff at other places, too.
But it's
Popeyes.
usually McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Well, this is where John veers off.
No, like a year ago when the new chicken sandwich came out at Popeyes, they were running out and there were people being literally like assaulted over their chicken sandwich at the Popeyes.
Okay, there'll be an occasional flare-up.
Yeah.
But historically...
Yeah. And it could just be the sheer number of those
that's probably part of it.
locations as
Maybe.
opposed to.
But I wonder if
other-
anybody in law enforcement has ever really studied this as deeply as I think it should be at this point. That's where I'm going.
Get some sort of grant for that, Dan.
Or
Maybe
You
we
could help us
could
with
take
it.
on this study.
It'd be a great thesis paper for a college student.
That'd be awesome. You know who could help us do this? Jim Hanks.
Wow.
I'm seriously going to beat him like a rented mule. I had one last nerve and he stepped on it.
I didn't mean to. I'm
he
sorry.
likes to do that.
He really does.
Kind of do. All right. Was there more that you find interesting? Or are you not interested?
No, because
anymore?
it was shortly after you guys did that story. I tripped over this story and then I found the
it's
other one
nuts,
out of
isn't it?
Texas, and I'm going McDonald's.
Yeah.
What's the deal here, man?
That is
So
something.
I found that interesting.
And I also find it interesting. That's why we call this Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Hi, I'm John, and I'm here to show small businesses that radio is a great investment. So, what do you have here?
This is a Chinese Ming vase.
Wow, that looks expensive and a bit fragile.
Yes, it's valued at... Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, that was fragile.
Why did you do that?
To show everyone that radio advertising is a much better investment than some old pottery. I sure hope you had insurance on that thing. Let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life right here on the radio. Here's the legal lady.
No priceless heirlooms were destroyed. It was all in your mind. Thanks to BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in for his final break this morning. You got something good for us there, mister?
Well, first off, a little bit of business. Not only is it another Red Shirt Friday, because every Friday is.
It is indeed.
Red Shirt, R-E-D, remembering everyone deployed.
Yes, that's really cool.
It's our military folks. And if you're looking to symbolize that, get a really, probably the coolest looking red shirt I've ever seen in my life.
That's cool.
Our Solo and the crew at Big Yeti Custom Creations on North Marion Road, they have some amazing designs.
We should all pitch in, like get 20, 30, 40, 50 people to get those shirts this week. I'll go in and order one.
Not a bad idea.
Sunnyradio.com. There's a thing on there to order it. I'll throw it out through our social media as well. But we should, everybody team up and let's get a bunch of them this week. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and jumping over here quickly are the good folks at Maximum Promotions. We are so happy that they pitched in on this. It's another free Flag Friday.
Yay!
I love
3 by
this.
5 foot flag, stainless steel pole, all the hardware to connect it to your house, your forehead. It's certainly up to you because this is America. Gosh darn it. Do whatever you like. Congratulations to Pat Baran, B-A-R-A-N, Pat Baran. Going to be the proud owner of a fabulous flag from good folks. Maximum Promotions. They know everything when it comes to the world of flags and then some, just south of the arena on West Avenue.
Nice.
I love this event, and John, I think you may have spoken to these folks earlier in the past week or so. This is my favorite fundraising event. It seems to me in my 40 years I've been in media and whatnot, I've, just face it, we do a lot of work with nonprofits, and there's a lot of charitable events, and a lot of people end up running and walking and efforting, and it's all for a good cause. But at some point, it's like me, you know what? I can't run a 5K. Well, it's not that I can't. I just don't want
Exactly.
to. That's all there is.
Rollerblade a 5K, though.
The Compass Center has a fantastic event coming up tomorrow.
The 0.5K.
The annual 0.5K.
Nice.
Billed as South Dakota's laziest race.
Yeah.
It's going on tomorrow, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, downtown Sioux Falls, Remedy Brewing Company, 8th and Railroad Center. Here's the deal. If you're not sure what a 0.5K is, it's about 3-4 blocks.
Yeah, it's not much. It's not much.
That's all there is to it. So you're going to go get registered at Remedy, take a little run for, 7 minutes.
They got a station halfway in case you need to stop for refreshments.
Yeah. If you need to hydrate and there'll
Can't be too safe.
there'll be support vehicles for John.
I get to be there, Dan, to play some music and to get people all warmed up and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and I actually had the pleasure several years ago. I was actually on the board of directors for Compass Center. They do some great things.
Amazing
with
things.
some people who are going through some dark times. So
and people who don't choose those dark times, but they are there. So it's amazing that the Compass Center is there to help them.
Yeah, you'll be doing a 0.5K.
0.5K. It's
to raise funds. Raise funds. Compass Center, Sioux Falls, works primarily survivors of sexual, domestic violence and abuse, providing counseling and advocacy services at no cost for as long as those services are needed. So
it's really cool.
There you go.
Great people doing great things. You going to be there tomorrow, Dan? You going to join me? Can you do a 0.5K?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to wrap my knees.
Mm-hmm. Heidi, you going to join me?
No.
She's not a joiner, for those of you who don't know. My favorite thing was 4th of July last weekend. I'm driving through the parade, and the crowd was pretty close to the edge, and I'd have people shouting, "Where's Heidi?" I'm like, "She's home. She's not a fan of parades." That was the biggest question. I was like, "Hey, where's Heidi?" Not here. Yeah. She's not a joiner. Well, if you get a chance, join us tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dan, thank you very much for the update, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me. If I don't see you, have a absolutely fantastic, blessed weekend. Oh, and do keep in mind, control your leafy spurge. It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
It is indeed. And this is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Leafy Spurge.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. It is time right now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. There's a thing downtown Sioux Falls that they've been working on for quite a while now, and it's open. It's called The Link. I have Madeline Miller joining me. She's the nurse manager at The Link. Madeline, how are you doing?
Hi, John. Thanks so much for having me. I'm doing great today. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much for doing this. And The Link, let's talk about, first of all, big picture. What is the overall idea of The Link? And then we'll kind of talk about what you guys are doing already. But what was the vision for The Link?
Yeah, so really the vision for The Link started being developed almost 10 years ago. We had some folks that were really active in our community start talking about how we could best serve people in our community that need help with addiction and mental health. And the idea of a community triage center was kind of born. We know that a lot of times people that need that kind of help just don't know where to go and don't really know the right kind of service. And so we wanted to create a place that was available to people 24/7, a place where they could come and get help and seek connections to resources that would help support them in their futures and help get them on the right path to recovery.
And the link was born, and I saw it when it was about 90% finished, but now it's 100% finished, and it's already in operation. Have you guys had some traffic already? Had some people in there?
We have. We've been quite busy. We've been serving a lot of individuals and helping a lot of people. We have been open just over a month, and already we have triaged over 250 individuals. Some of them have stayed with us and participated in one of our program offerings. Others, we've provided education about other services or possibly referred them to another service that might be more appropriate for them.
And when we think about that number, 250 people, in the past, before the link existed, those people would most likely have gone to jail, right?
I would say a lot of them would have. I think a lot of the people that we're serving, unfortunately, did spend some time in jail. Some also spent time in emergency departments, also inpatient hospitalizations. And really one of the goals of the LINK project was to try to alleviate some of those other service providers and really get people in the right place where they can get the right care at the right time. And so by having the link here offering kind of a mid-level of care for people, we've prevented those unnecessary visits to the jails, to the EDs, to the hospitals, which is really the best thing for the person and for the community.
And the thing that's really nice about this, our systems are kind of overtaxed. When I say that, I shouldn't maybe use the word tax because that brings a different thing to mind. But they're busy enough the way it is, the systems. So by alleviating some of that stress and some of that pressure by having an alternative, this kind of helps everybody involved, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really why we had these 4 partners come together all on board to support the project. It's been really rewarding and really exciting to work with Minnehaha County, the City of Sioux Falls, Sanford Health, and Avera Health, all collaborating and funding this project equally to make it successful. And I think that's why it's going to continue to be successful, because we do have that support from all of our different layers of our community members.
And I think that's wonderful to get the 2 hospital systems, the major 2 hospitals in the area working together, the city and the county working together, everybody working together. That in itself is, I think, just a beautiful thing.
Can't agree more.
If somebody would like to learn more about the link, you guys have a website they can go to and kind of find out a bit, don't you?
Yes, we do. Please head to linksf.org. We update that website regularly, and we just recently posted a really nice tour of the space. So if you were not able to come visit us prior to opening during our public tour times, you can go and check us out and see what we're all about.
And are you guys looking for people right now? Or are you fully staffed? Where are you when it comes to that?
We do have a couple of nursing positions open, so we would be happy to accept any applications for those. You can go to avera.org/careers to look at any job positions that might be open for the link.
Very nice. Madeline, thank you so much for your time today, and also thank you for doing what you're doing for the community.
You bet. Thanks, John.
Again, Madeline Miller, and she is the nurse manager at The Link. If you'd like to learn more about The Link, their website is linksf.org.
Addiction is a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those you love the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. TimeForRehab.com reminds you that you don't need to let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, brought to you by Reaper Arsenal.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
little snappy salute off the well-starched brim of the Ranger Dan camp to you two. What's going on over there, Dolph? Hello, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
We got to wrap up some last-minute business here to finish out the week. I know, boy, it's been a long one, and make no mistake, it's been a sad one. Final remembrance, if you will, final reminder, and an invite to my Uncle Stump's memorial service. That, again, is tomorrow morning from 9 to noon, Log Cabin Bar there on Burnside. And, boy, I'll tell you what, along with paying some last respects and some well-deserved regards to a great man, the way it's shaping up, there's going to be something for just about everybody. Along with that twofer special on Pabst Blue Ribbon throughout the course of the morning, double elimination team horseshoe tournament as well.
Right.
And the raffling of a 1963 U.S. military-grade M6 flamethrower, complete with camo backpack to carry that around in. And, of course, our fantastic possum in a cardboard box petting zoo for the youngsters.
That is exciting.
I've decided to break open the doors on my own private stash here, and here's what's going to happen. We're going to add a little silent action to the festivities. Several great items I've, let's face it, confiscated over the past several months from pretty much out-of-state campers, hunters, and fishermen. Anyway, look at it this way. These folks got deep pockets, especially those East Coasters. And they ain't shy about dropping some serious dough on guns, ammo, fishing rods, tents, other outdoor gear and apparel, what have you. You know, a lot of the items for this auction still have the Cabela's and Shields tags right on them. So, you show Ranger Dan a group of fishermen driving a rental Range Rover towing a low-rider Bass Ranger with dual 100-horsepower Merc outboards. And old Ranger Dan's going to be raining down violation tickets like parade confetti on them. Got to tell you what, by the time I'm done with them, they're thanking me for letting them go on their way with just their skivvies intact. Rangering, that's the life for me. Uncle Stump's memorial service, again, underway tomorrow, 9 a.m., Log Cabin Bar. Also, there will be no procession or burial following that service. After that explosion, there's really nothing left to do that stuff with. And, don't forget the $10 cover charge. Kids 12 and under, just $9.75.
Wow.
Right, we'll see you there. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend. Till next Critter Corner, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, July 9th, 2021. It took a day for reality to sink in, but the market reacted to the minutes from the last Fed meeting. The key takeaway is that the Fed is talking about tapering. The only question is when they'll begin. Based on the chatter, it looks like the bias is sooner rather than later. The S&P 500 fell more than 1.5% at the low of the day Thursday, but managed to bounce back and regain half the losses by the close. If the market can't regain its footing Friday, we could be in for more losses. The next target for key support is still more than 1.5% below the current price action. And the next major catalyst for the market will be earnings season. That begins next week with the reports from the big banks. While the results will be important, what the market wants to see are increased share buybacks and big dividend increases. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.